Hi Darla, it's Tony. I'm looking at your white balance and ISO pictures. I flipped through them already. They look really nice, really kind of a great fashion sense that you have. I see you got a Canon Rebel XT, wonderful camera. Okay, we'll start with this shot right here, ISO 800, perfect for shooting this kind of thing. Aperture of 7.1, gives you enough depth of field to have all the pertinent things being in focus, nice sharp focus. Looks like you used whatever kind of white balance you used on this, so that it's not too blue or whatever. If you're in the like shade or something like that, it has a nice kind of a very pleasing color balance. Okay. And the fact that you were shooting at 800, you've got a high enough shutter speed as 80th of a second. That's perfectly good to hand hold. Now, got something outside now, ISO 400, 200th of a second, and your aperture at 5.6. So it gives you that kind of nice, when you're focusing on something close like this, gives you that nice shallow depth of field to make those things, the things like that are in focus, pop. Also on a kind of a shot on a kind of a cloudy day, so I think you probably used maybe the shady white balance or the cloudy day white balance. Either one of those would work. Maybe the same kind of white balance here. It looks like maybe you also shot on kind of a cloudy day, or you're in shade. But love the fact that you bumped your ISO up to 1600 because you're probably in a much darker situation. And your ISOs gives you a fast enough shutter speed so that you're at an 80th of a second. Your aperture being 7.1, perhaps. You could open that up a little bit more, but whatever the combination, your depth of field here looks really nice. You get that nice sense of the ceramic pot in the background, along with the floral, the flowers up here in the front. Very nice. This is a very interesting shot. Didn't know if you were trying to get the bird's eye in focus. I mean, that's the kind of something I was always try and do, but interesting, just the little tip of the tails in focus. I know it's always kind of a hard thing to try and capture because I've certainly shot plenty of shots myself. Probably would have bumped that ISO up a little bit higher, especially when you're trying to shoot something as quick as these birds can be. So you're using a longer lens, a 300mm lens, probably shooting wide open. Definitely, yeah, if you shot that ISO up a little bit higher, you'd be able to shoot at a little faster shutter speed. Maybe bump that ISO up to like 800 and get something, to where you're on a 200th of a second, 400, 500th of a second, for faster reactions there. Same kind of thing in this. Beautiful, in terms of the composition and that beautiful spot of red with the cardinal there. But probably would have wanted just that cardinal to be right in the realm where this wire is right here. Same kind of thing. ISO, you could have bumped that ISO up. 800, 1600. Get that shutter speed up higher. Leave the aperture where it was, but be able to shoot it at a faster shutter speed. This is very nice. I love the... well, you shot it at 1600. That's great. Very nice. And the fact that you can handhold it at an 80th of a second. I don't know whether you know this or not, but you've got this nice complementary color thing going on here with the green, and then this kind of purplish red. That's those would be complementary colors, and the fact that you've got the water on the plant there adds, especially since it's nice and sharp, adds to the interest in the picture. Very well done. This shot, oh my gosh, beautiful fashion sort of sense to this shot. Love how the subsides kind of frame her face here, and whatever you got your ISO at 1600, So don't know what your light source is, but kind of a nice flat light source. But the fact that you've got the soap suds are white leads me to believe that you did do a nice job in terms of the white balancing. So and good skin tones on the picture. This is love this kind of drama to this kind of picture. It has a very interesting commercial sense to it, or editorial sense. Okay, so let's see what you got here. ISO 1600. Aperture of 7.1. I'm not sure why your aperture, you've been shooting a few of these shots where they're on 7.1. Definitely you could open those up a little bit more. I'm not sure, but surely a real interesting picture. Love this sort of interesting composition, and the girl pressing her fingers up against the what looks to me like a shower door, glass shower door. Another interesting kind of variation on the earlier shot that you had of the girl in the bathtub with the soap suds. Might like to see this as a vertical shot too. Otherwise, great that you shot it at 1600, and whatever your white balance was has a kind of a nice. And I don't know if you did any post-processing on it, but her skin tone looks, it's very appropriate, in terms of for the illustrative quality that you have in the picture here. Now I noticed that you shot this shot back in November of last year, and that's okay. I much prefer that you shoot some things that are, for the assignment. Putting some other shots in there, especially since you had such, nice shots that were, shot probably for the assignment. This is a, beautiful shot. I'm just wondering if it's like a studio shot, because it's the lighting and everything is just so beautiful with this. Same thing kind of like with this. And, if it is shot like that, then, of course, your white balance is important. So it's, you're showing me that you do have a good command of your white balance. And so very nicely done. Very nice professional portraits here. My only criticism with him is that he's just lit a little bit, from underneath here. Maybe you could have reduced the in terms of the ratio here. It kind of gives him a real jowly look here, in terms of that the brightest part of the picture being his jawline. I probably would have de-emphasized that, and made that so bright, and reduced the intensity of that, and focused more on, for his eyes there. But certainly color balance and everything looks great. ISO 400. You're shooting your aperture at 2.0, so that worked out well. Love the composition of this one. Love the fact that the 2.0 aperture on this one works really well. You get that nice shallow depth of field, especially since you've moved in really close and just cropped in on part of his face here. That works really well. ISO 200 for something like that works great. Your color balance and everything looks good. It looks like you did a little bit of post-processing because the contrast is a little bit higher. This is nice too. ISO 500. Okay, let's say you got maybe a 51.8 for, as a lot of people would say, the nifty 50. And good white balancing on this too. So great job. Beautiful portraits. Have a really good fashion sense that you shoot with, and so very happy with your command of your ISO and your white balance. Excellent job.